Hey guys, so we finished the forward bar roll series by going over the program design for each of the exercises that I've shown you in the past 3 videos. Alright, so first we'll look at the forward bar roll with the static hold on the knees, and we have 2 to 3 sets. You'll see a little redundancy with all these, which is pretty good because it's consistent. Alright, so we have for the static hold, we have 2 to 3 sets. We have 1 to 4 reps, and I'll explain how that works. The intensity is going to be 0 to 40% for each exercise because we're going to use body weight, and I'll explain why a bit later. And also the tempo is going to be 30 seconds to 120 seconds, so 30 seconds to 2 minutes. And the rest time in between each set will be 30 seconds. So the 2 to 3 sets, again, you're going to come up to about 120 seconds for the total set. 1 to 4 reps. If you're doing 30 seconds of a hold, you're going to do 4 reps. We're looking for a total of 2 minutes under tension for the actual exercise. So if you're doing 30-second hold, you're going to do 4 reps for a total of 2 minutes. If you do 2 minutes straight, then you're going to just do one repetition, and then you're going to repeat that for another 2 to 3 sets. All right. Then we have the alphabet on the knees, right? So we have 2 to 3 sets again. Reps are going to be 26 because it's 26 letters. All right. And then we have intensity again, 0 to 40%, and then with the body weight. So 0 to 40% is just the relative intensity on the body, and the body weight will be the weight. All right, and then the tempo is going to be 3 seconds per letter. So on average, you'll do about 2 to 4 seconds per letter. So let's say 3 seconds per letter, and at 26 reps, it's going to bring us between 60 and 80 seconds for the entire set. And then we have a 30-second rest. Same thing at 2 to 3 sets. So we basically repeat these same intervals for each exercise. We have the static hold. It's going to be a hold, right? 30 seconds to 2 minutes. And 1 to 4 reps, and then we have the dynamic movement, which would be doing the alphabet in this case, and we have the 3 seconds per letter, and then we have the actual repetitions of 26. All right, so just to go over the exercise, we have the forward bar roll on knees with the static hold, then we have the forward bar roll alphabet on knees, right? So that's dynamic. Then you see the dot will be the static, and then the arrow is dynamic. Forward bar roll one arm, and then again on the knees, that's static. There's a hold with the arm on the knees, and then forward bar roll alphabet again with one arm on the knees would be the dynamic movement. Then we have the forward bar roll on the toes, right? So it's like in a plank position. We have the static hold, and then we have the alphabet again on the toes. So that's what you want to follow. In terms of the progressions, start here. Start with the forward roll on the knees, no matter what level you're at. Just start there. You can make it challenging if you go out far enough. And what you want to do is, once you can hold for 2 minutes straight without having to take a break, then you can go on to the next exercise. All right. So in this case, let's say we started here. If you're doing 30 seconds of a hold and you have to come back, what you do is come back to neutral, hold 15 seconds and rest, and then go back out for 30 seconds and then come back and rest 15 seconds. And you'll do that 4 reps of that. If you're doing a minute of a hold, then you'll rest for 30 seconds. So the theme is hold for time A and then rest for half of that time. Okay, so if you're holding 30 seconds, you rest 15 seconds. If you're holding for a minute, then you'll rest for 30 seconds before you go on to the next repetition. And then between the sets, you'll just rest at the 30 seconds. We'll talk about the dynamic. We're looking at 3 seconds per letter, but it's you're under constant tension the entire time, which is why that's a progression from the static. So it's a bit harder. Okay, and then so you have your progressions. This is the order: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll go over a couple of notes, right? So first note, we have stabilization exercise should be performed at low intensity. The reason why would actually bring us to note 2, which is we're looking to perform, like we're developing strength in the deep stabilizing muscles, so the TVA, the multifidus, right, etc. So we're looking to strengthen those muscles and not really the outer unit muscles. Okay, so we're looking really for the inner unit muscles. Rectus abdominis, external obliques, you'll work those as well, but we look just to really develop the strength in the deep stabilizing muscles. Okay, those are the muscles that give us that foundation. So this will be in a phase. You'll see this exercise a lot in the phase 1 program, but you can also use it in a phase 2 or phase 3 program, like more towards the end of the program, just to come back and keep those muscles activated and keep them strong when you're working with a client. Okay, so we have a third note we'll look at. So again, TVA activation, postural alignment, and segmentation of the movement between the upper and lower extremities. So again, we're talking about shoulders and hips moving at the same time, and not like a choppy shoulders first and then the hips start moving. You want to see everything move together. And then the last note we have, okay, increasing the rectus abdominis, so upper abdominal muscle. If that activation gets too high relative to the internal unit, then it's gonna lead to thoracic curvature, increased thoracic curvature. So we're gonna see a lot of this going on while they have the arms up. You'll see the shoulders start to hike up and then the back starts to round. So again, we want to keep it to a minimum. So basically, if the intensity gets too high, if it goes like a medium or high intensity, then you're gonna see that thoracic curvature, and then it's because the rectus abdominis is activating too much relative to the inner unit. All right, so those are a couple tips to look at when you're either prescribing this exercise for a client or performing for yourself. It's always good to have a coach doing this with you so they can actually analyze your body as you do it. You could record yourself or use a mirror, but again, you don't want to turn your head while you're going forward. You want to keep everything in line. Head, neck, everything, just keep everything in line, right? So yeah, those are the tips on the forward ball roll. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Also check out our website, DekhanaWellness.com. Thanks.